Hey friends, Cookie here from Hummingbird Heights Farm. I'm out in my garden. The last time I did a video, it was 4th of July and today is the 21st. So basically 2 weeks later and the corn is taller than me and the honeydew's almost ready to be picked. So let's see. So last time these were only up to about maybe here. And this is the watermelon on this trellis and it's basically topping it now. The honeydew are on this side, and here is this giant honeydew. I don't know if you can see the size of my hand. Well, I have my green gloves, hard to see, but it's huge. So I've got one there. I don't know if I have any watermelon. I have not seen any set yet, but I do see a bunch of pollinating going on. I have some string beans. I finally had to take all the netting down because all of my vines needed somewhere to go. So the bunnies can have at it if they wish. But I have acorn squash, this is butternut squash. And these are getting there. Those will have to be dark yellow before those are picked, and those will cure. I have squash along here, and I've been picking some. That one's kind of, ooh, there's a honeydew. Oh, there's two honeydews. Look at these. The number of honeydews is just astounding. There's two there, one on the front side, or the inside. And over here, these are the ones I've been watching. But there are three here. This one is really good size, like the one on the inside. These two other ones, this one's still a little bit smaller. But those are getting pretty close to getting picked. Here's another one, so that's like, what, 6 now? Or 8 at this point that I can see. We are hiding. I've been training the vines to come up and over, and there's some pollination going on right there. Look at that little guy. But here's something new and exciting. I have more blackberries coming on. They're not quite ripe, but some of them have been. Oh, here's some. Oh, there's some ripe ones. Oh, looky here. That cluster. Oh, look at the size of this. Look at that. That is beautiful. Plump and juicy. So here's my other surprise. I have a surprise tomato plant which has flowers. Since we've gotten back down into the low hundreds, it seems like they are flowering again. We'll see if they set fruit. But here's what I saw as I drove by on the way out to the garden today. Look at my sunflowers. And this is a whole row. This is all sunflowers along the back side. Some up here. All of these are getting, look at the multiple flowers we're going to have on these stalks. Just the other side of them is my corn, which is just now getting to where it's going to start pollinating. Here's another one almost open. Oh, it just had a little butterfly on it. This is gorgeous. I've been wanting to have a whole row of gorgeous sunflowers, and they all came up. I do have squash and melons. These are more melons along here. And cucumbers. There is some green squash here. There's one down there developing, waiting on it. But this is the front. So this is my bed number 2, and here is I'm letting my squash vine down here. I needed to open up all the netting so that they could climb out. So I can't control the bunnies anymore because this stuff is already very advanced. This is pumpkin, and it's supposed to be a giant pumpkin, so it's huge leaves. That means I'm going to have huge fruit, and look at the huge flowers. So, oh, we got one starting. Look at that. So this is one of those, it says it's cheese pumpkin. This is all cucumber hanging along the outside, all the flowers, they're getting pollinated. But you can see the corn, I hadn't seen any husks yet, just the stalk, so I'm just starting to see where the corn is starting to develop. And they usually get 2 or 3 corn per stalk. So nice, nice. Over here, this is all watermelon, and I haven't seen anything setting fruit yet. But when they do, so I'm trying to keep it all climbing in. Oh my God, look what I've missed. When did this come on? Look at this. Oh, exciting, I got a watermelon. Oh, I'm excited. Look at it hanging there. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted it to do, so it's not sitting on the ground. Oh, that's exciting. Nice. Very happy. This is from July 4th to July 21st. That's all of this was maybe this tall. And now they are taller than me. They're as tall as the arch. And look at how these cucumbers are going up the arch, up and over. That's exactly what I wanted them to do. The way I planned it out is they're up against the trellis. The squash are in front so they can follow on the ground. And they can trellis out. So everybody's doing their job. Let me see if I get any cucumbers. I did get one off here the other day, but they're hiding underneath all the leaves. And these are the regular pickling cucumbers. So, nope, don't see any. No surprise today, but that watermelon was a surprise. Everything else I knew about. This is a watermelon plant down here. It's kind of in the shade, but it is spreading out, and it's coming over. Oh my goodness, it's set of fruit. Look at that. It does have some. And they love hanging over the sides of things, so I try and let them come up and over this raised bed. That gives them something to hang on. Oh, there's a squash. Isn't that nice? Yeah, things are really... This bed was planted 2 weeks later than the other bed, so it's further along on producing any fruit and vegetables. So, this is it. How exciting. Can you see the height of all that? It's as tall as the trellis. It's taller than me. That's like 8 foot. 8-foot stalks. And look at all of this. The honeydew is up and over. The sweet potatoes are filling up the center. And the acorn squash, butternut squash, is trellising down the center where the steps are. So there's it. This is my summer garden, full sun. We've had between 105 and 117 degree heat, and these guys love the heat. So you can have a heat tolerant garden if you choose the right things to grow. Give the things that need a little shade. These are cucumbers, and they get a measure of shade here, and I have them on the inside here, so the cucumbers do prefer some shade. And things down at the base, that keeps all of the earth cool and moist so it doesn't dry out. This corner is probably the least covered, and this squash looks way more dried out because it's not covered and protected with the other, but it's been falling over. But I've had this squash here for much longer than the rest, and it's probably needs some food. Anyway, this is it. Middle of summer, end of July. Take care.